They see how I'm living. We live, man. Waiting on Sotaj. You know what I mean? Welcome to the show. Welcome to the show. Welcome to the show. First live. We got Sotaj about to come through. Talk up, talk. You know what I'm saying? I'm blocking anybody in the chat being disrespectful. We blocking in the chat. Banning you from my channel if you come in talking crazy. I'm telling you that right now. We just waiting on Sotaj right now. You know what I mean? Waiting on Sotaj to come in the building, man. Hip Hop Business Daily, man. We live. Oh, there she go. So you know I call her auntie. Yo, Taj, what's up, man?
Hey,
What's going on? Hold on, I gotta turn that down a little bit. I'm gonna let my boy Kevlo rock out for a minute.
okay.
Yeah. How was your day though? Good?
It was good.
Yeah.
It was long. I'm happy to be home. I'm thinking about I may end up running to Whole Foods while we on this live because it's down
Yo.
right downstairs.
Oh, okay. I keep
'Cause I want
forgetting
to.
we're on different time zones. It's like 11 o'clock over
Yeah,
here. What
yeah.
time your whole food close?
It's seven. So,
7. It's
yeah,
8 o'clock already. How you gonna go to Whole Foods?
because it's right downstairs.
But it's already 8 o'clock. You should have closed at 7.
Oh no, Whole Foods close at 10.
Oh, I'm like, how the fuck you gonna do that?
So yeah, because I want to get I have some jalapeno chips.
Mm.
And I have some creme fraiche, but I want to get some of the caviar to go with it.
Okay.
Yeah, it tastes good.
Caviar. You smoke cigars too?
I've I partake, but I wouldn't say it's like
Oh,
it's not my thing for real.
you know what I mean? The cancer. Got the ill glasses. Like, that's my thing. I smoke cigars all the time. It's like a pastime of mine. But what's
Oh,
going on though? So, trying to wait for some more people to get in the building.
okay.
My cigar shit. I'm about to play some more tunes. This is my artist right here. He out in LA. It's my artist West. Hold
Okay, let me see. I put this shit in my phone.
Trying to wait till a few more people get in the building. We got off to a rocky start last night, but we got on track, man.
Who got on Rocky Start?
Me and you.
How so?
I feel like you always be. I feel like you
Uh,
don't listen, man.
I don't listen. I said that I don't.
What's that about? What's that about?
I don't. But because I'm not listening doesn't mean I'm mad.
I know, but how you expect to ever like get a man and keep a man if you don't listen?
I mean,
What you mean?
so here's the thing. Like getting a
Listen.
man, that's not a problem I
Yeah,
have.
but
Like,
keeping a man, what's keeping a man? What's up with that?
yeah, I mean, it's like,
It's like what?
it's all good for me. It's I don't even know you to listen.
Mm,
So it's not that I don't listen. It's
that's good.
actually I'm defensive because I actually really submissive.
Oh,
You
for
know what
real?
I mean? Yeah. It just takes time. You got to get me there first.
I
And
feel
then,
you.
then then I'll shut the fuck up. But it takes time for that.
I feel you. What else it take for that?
It just takes time. It takes showing devotion. You know
Mm,
what I mean? Showing loyalty. I provide those things, so it's something that I expect.
okay. So, all right. So just to touch on like the topic a little bit, like how you get into like matchmaking? What's that about?
Well, I got into matchmaking. I was just picked up from a recruiter. My
Okay.
background is in sales.
Oh, word. That's dope. Okay.
Yeah.
That's what's up.
And part of sales requires you to have to be introspective, to kind of connect, make connections,
Mm.
establish trust.
Right.
So,
All right. So, but how you get into matchmaking? Like, and how is that even like how is that even a real thing to be a business? I'm curious about that. I really want to know about that.
well, it just was something that I was fascinated with. So I decided to, you know, sign
So
up and do it.
no, what I'm saying is like, so you work for a company, right? And then people
Yeah.
come to you like professional people, and
hmm
they looking for like
They're looking
sugar
for they're
sugar
looking for
daddy.
either long term. No, 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 no. No one's looking for sugar daddies. I
Okay.
mean, in some instances, some people are,
Mm.
but it's rare that I encounter that.
Mm.
Um, the people that I deal with, they're business professionals,
Okay, so they too
and
busy.
that a lot of them just maybe need redirection. They need support. They need help. They need someone to help them
Yeah.
hunt and filter. They don't have a lot of spare free time.
Okay, okay,
And
okay.
so when you work with someone, it's easy to like, get when you're looking for, I need to get like a lighting system or something going on.
You just probably just got a ring light. You'll be alright. But you look good though. You straight. You good.
Okay,
You
okay,
don't look
okay.
bad at all. You look like you just came from work, so you look good. So
Yeah.
you work with like high class. Like, tell us like how that goes. Like, somebody finds you, they come to you, they fill out a profile, and then what?
So they fill out a profile, but for me, I do intake. So I do the interviewing process,
Mm.
and I kind of qualify them, vet them, see if they're
Okay.
dateable,
Right.
relatable, ask them tough questions, kind
I,
of trying to peel back that onion that we all are.
I feel you.
And then once I've established that, made a connection, I present how the program works and the ways that, you know, we're going to
So
help
like
them. We're going to help them find love.
break that down for me. Like, they go on like a series of dates. You see a person and be like, all right, I'm looking for somebody this tall. I'm looking for somebody in this profession. Like, how does that go? Like,
So generally, people aren't asking. When you get to a space when you're coming in to have help,
yeah,
people usually aren't like, "Oh, I want someone that looks like this." They don't really say that. They
yeah.
really speak what's in their heart in terms of. So I ask questions, right? So some
Okay,
of the
okay, okay.
questions, maybe a question that I would ask you is, how do you feel that you receive love? How do you
Mm.
like to be loved?
I feel you.
You know what I mean? And then I'll ask you that question. And then maybe you say something surface level. And I say, oh, so if someone just touches your hand, that's it. That's all
Mm.
it takes for you to feel loved. And then you'll say, no, well, it's not quite that simple. So that's what I mean. I push back. Things aren't, most people have a hard time with relationships because people don't know how to put in the work.
Right.
People don't know how to see past their egos.
Okay.
And so, yeah, someone dealing with me, it's hard for someone to have an extremely big ego because I'm a little bit spicy. I'm a little bit like, I'm not doing that. It doesn't mean I can't be convinced. I absolutely can a lot of the time. But I give a lot of pushback with my boundaries because I've had experiences where I've been taken advantage of. So
Mm.
now I just try harder to use my discernment
But
and
go ahead, finish talking. Yeah.
yeah, I try to use my discernment. I don't take away my I don't apply my experience to other people.
Right. Yeah, I try to
I
understand.
tell people that, they haven't had luck in love, that they have to give themselves grace. You know what I
Mm.
mean? A lot of people haven't had luck in love, and
Right.
it's not a big deal. It's just you have to really narrow down and hone into what your preferences are. So sometimes an example would be men will come on, and let's say I have a guy, let's call him Bill.
Right.
And
All right.
Bill says, oh, Natasha, and let's say Bill's 60 years old. And let's say on Bill's application, before he tells me anything, he's like, oh, my experience has been I have no problem meeting women. I go to the bars, they approach me all the time.
Yeah.
And but my concern is I'm not sure why they're approaching me, if they're using me for my money or if that's the reason, right?
Okay.
And then maybe I'm looking at his profile and I'll say, "Oh, okay, well, it looks like you listed that you would like to date women in their 30s. Bill, is that correct or did you write this down wrong?" And then he'll say, "No, yeah, I like younger women because I'm very outgoing for my age. I'm not the average 60-year-old. I run
Yeah.
this many miles, I do this and that." And I'll say, "Okay, that's fair." And then I'll let them know that we do have some women that like to date older men. But
Yeah.
realistically, if he's faced problems or issues with women using him for their money, I will say, "Bill, I'm 44 years old. And if I dated you, you would have to give me provisions."
On the
I
bag.
said, why, what's the reason? I said, "Let's think about this. Let's talk this through." And I just
Yeah.
challenge them in that way. "Let's talk about this."
I feel you. Okay.
Or they'll
Okay.
say, "Oh, I don't want to have children," but you want to date someone in their 30s. So you want to fall in love with someone. I get it. People, we're drawn to people, we're attracted with our
Mm.
eyes first, but it requires you having like a solid foundation. Chemistry should come second to that.
Chemistry should come. Nah, you know what? I kind of, I gotta disagree with you on that though. I know you're the expert and everything, but I disagree with you. Chemistry gotta come first, because without the chemistry, what we doing? Like, or I'm not
Well,
attracted to
but
you, you're
yeah,
not
but
attracted to
sometimes,
me.
but sometimes people evolve, right? Sometimes, have you ever been with someone and you chemistry developed? Maybe you're
Yeah.
like, I wasn't really feeling Shorty at first, but now that I'm getting to know her, has that ever happened to you?
Nah, you know how that happened with me? Like, you end up being my friend. Like, I got a bunch of long-term friends. Like, that's my thing. You know what I'm saying? So if
Mhm.
I develop feelings for you like that, like, I'm gonna care about you. It's nothing you probably can't call me for and ask me for. You know what I'm saying? Like, that type of thing. Like, I'm gonna love you as a friend, but I'm not gonna grow to love you as a person. Like, I feel like I go in too hard in the first place. I don't go too slow. You know what I mean? And then I figure
Okay.
out the flaws, and then I fall back. You know what I'm saying? Like,
So, but that's also why it's important, like to, the expression "fools rush in,"
what
right?
up,
Why do fools
yeah.
fall in love?
Okay.
When I was married to my son's father,
Mm.
we got married after 6 months.
Oh shit, that sounds crazy.
So, yeah, and we were together for a long time. We were crazy though, you know what I mean?
Well, if we like define crazy, like y'all was toxic, y'all was fighting. What was y'all doing?
Oh yeah, we were all of
It's-
that.
Mm. I mean,
We
just
was
go
all of
on.
that.
And
We
whatever.
was
What
we was
happened?
making up to break up
Mm. So how much
on
how much
repeat.
breakup, how many breakup babies did y'all have?
No, we just had one child together.
Oh, you just had one kid, so it wasn't no makeup, breakup. Every time you make up again, you make
No,
them
but
a
like
kid
we
and
got
you forgot.
divorced and then we got back together. Like
Mm.
it was toxic. It was like, you
Wait,
know.
wait, wait. Hold on a second. You got divorced and then got back together?
Yeah. But
How
we didn't
you?
remarry. We didn't remarry. We
All right,
just
so
got back together.
that bring me to the question, right? Because I always be wondering this. Like, is it true that a woman baby father can always get it? True or false?
No, false. Mm-mm.
Okay, so why'd y'all get back together after y'all got divorced then? What was that about?
So when we got so I wanted to get divorced.
Yeah.
And we so once we did it, he immediately got a girlfriend.
Oh shit.
Immediately. Like
Yeah,
a
I feel you.
not like moved her in everything.
Okay.
Cause he's passionate, so he moves fast.
Okay.
And he was acting different. Niggas started going to church. You know what I mean? I was like, what the hell?
She got your boy in church?
Yeah, well, I was like, I
I'm
tried to get him to go to
crying.
church.
You
So
want to go for you?
no, no, it was a power struggle.
Mm. Yeah, that sounds crazy. So,
So then once I saw that, I
yeah.
called him. We only were divorced because we got divorced easily. We didn't have to go through the courts. We just agreed
Mm.
amicably.
Okay.
So Once I saw that he was kind of like moseying about and along with his life, I was sad. I was hurt. And so
Mm.
I called him and I said, "Hey," I changed my mind. I want to get back together.
Yo, look. Look. So is that the key to get your girl back? Because I know I made that mistake before. You're supposed to ignore her, right? And just go about your business, right?
Well, I mean, he went about his business and he definitely, I wouldn't say he ignored me because he took my call. So when I first said
Mm.
that to him, I said, I changed my mind. I want to get back together. I made a mistake. And then he said, "Who the fuck do you think you are?"
Mm. Okay.
And he said, "You think you could just do this and that?" I said, "Listen, it's just not." I said, I know you are in a new situation. I said, but she's not gonna measure up. I said, let's be real.
You said she's
I
not
said,
gonna measure up.
yeah, I said she's not gonna measure up. I said, so just tell her. I said, y'all ain't even been together that long. Just tell her it's okay. Like you changed your mind. Like how I'm telling you, I changed mine.
Man, that's funny as
And
hell,
so he
man.
said no, but then the next day he called me back. He kicked her. They lived together. He kicked her out. He put her out. It was a mess.
So, bro, he just got a habit of moving fast with women.
Yeah, yeah. But
That's crazy.
but we were both, I would say, passionate towards one another, but it was like it was bad toxic,
That shit was bad, right?
Yeah,
Hmm.
it was like, we was gonna squabble. It was all
So look, you don't got to answer this if you don't want to, right? But
But
he was broke or he had money.
oh, so when we got married, he was in the military.
Okay,
We were young, so no, he didn't have money.
right.
I actually made more money than him.
Okay.
So one of the very first things and how we met at the club. And
Oh,
yeah, yeah, because I was young. I was
you love.
20,
So,
he was 19.
okay, okay, okay.
And so we met at the club and I took several weeks to call him. I had his phone
Right.
number.
All right,
And
but
then when I gave him a call, I asked him to meet me at the mall. I was bored. I was alone. I was shopping. I was like, "Oh, you want to come to the mall
yeah.
and meet me?" That was the first time he got my phone call. So he was excited to get it. I made him wait. And then so he came. I had several bags already. I was like working through my spending limit of the day.
Yeah.
So when I go to make my final transaction, I needed some more money. So I said, "Okay, let's go to the ATM."
For his
I said,
ATM.
"No, no, no, for me. I had my stuff."
Okay,
I said,
okay,
"We gotta
okay,
go." I
okay.
said, "Come with me. I gotta go to the ATM and get some more money." I realized I didn't have enough for I left my stuff at the counter. I was like, I
Yeah.
gotta go get some more money. So we go to the ATM and I said, "Oh no, I maxed out my limit for the day. Can I have $200?" I said, "I'll pay you back tomorrow."
Okay.
And his face was like, he smiled and then he gave me the money. And then so we went back, I got my stuff. And the next day, I proceeded to give him his money back. And then he was very much like, "No, that's okay." I said, "No, it's okay. Trust me. I know." Because my dad was in the military. I said, "I know your
Yeah.
salary."
I need that bread.
I
I
said,
need the
I
bread.
know your salary. I know you really can't afford this. So it's okay."
Was he like a
Um,
private in the military? Like,
no, he didn't have any money. He was regular. Yeah. And then we got married right away. And then when we got married, in the military, then he started making more money than me.
all right, but
And then we got married. We bought a house. He bought a house immediately for us. And, he provided me with, he didn't want me to work, but he
mm,
was controlling. That's why he didn't want me to work. So he didn't want me to work. So, he gave me monthly allowance, about $300 biweekly. And at that time it was sufficient. I could go eat out with my friends. If I wanted to go to the club, he came to the club and he would treat us all to the club. You know what I mean? He just
so,
wanted to make sure nobody else was around.
so about him being controlling, right? You feel like that got something to do with you not listening to men today? Because you know you don't listen to men like that. Like,
Well, I don't listen right now because no one's taking care of me. It's
Mm.
different. It's different when you know what I mean.
Hold on a second. So, hold on a second. A man got to be taking care of you for you to listen to
Not,
him.
not, no, not per se. But I need to understand that we're moving in a direction of, you know, like a true relationship, like a true, like I'm not just being willy nilly listening to any man who tells me what to do.
So, let me ask you a question, right? What constitutes listening? Like, what you when I say listen to a man, like, what do you think that means? Like, what does that mean to you? Listening to a man. Let me understand. Let me help me understand, man, because you just threw me off with that. I ain't gonna hold you.
Listening to a man for me means me really trying to understand his feelings, right? So maybe let's say if you say something that puts me on pause, I may want to clarify with you to my understanding what I'm hearing, right? So let's say if you say you're not doing this, you can't bark at me. Does that make sense?
Yeah,
It's not what you say. It's not what you say, it's how you say it. That's all.
that make all the
Oh.
sense in the world. But me, when I say like listen, I'm talking about the man supposed to lead. Like, but what I'm hearing from you is like you're a woman who's like not easily led by men because you kind of you strong headed. You want to do your own thing. You feel like you the boss. Like you feel like you the prize. Is kind of what I'm hearing from you. What's that about? And what's it gonna take to get you out of that? You said a man got to be taking care of you.
No, no. The goal is for me to hopefully
Mm,
have a, my happily ever after. And what that means for me is just someone that isn't going to be abrasive when they're speaking to me.
right.
For me, when I get my feelings hurt, my sadness translates into aggression because I've had to survive things, you know what I mean?
I feel you. I got you.
And so it doesn't mean that I don't want to cry. It doesn't mean that I don't cry, but initially I may be a little bit defensive because I don't understand the logic. And so someone has to be patient with me. That's all. It requires patience and like, hey, calm down. That's it. And
I,
then and
I'm
then
not.
and then I
I'm not
receive
saying
that.
that.
I receive when
Listen,
I'm being,
listen.
and
I'm
I
not
do
saying
calm
that.
down.
Forget the aggressive part of it. We not because nobody's just gonna come out and be mean to you, right? Oh, hold on. I got to shout out the chat. Um, Queen Regina in the building. She said hello. Jamie Jewels said hi. Oh, she said shout out to you, Sotaz. Jamie Jewels. True Essence in the building. Kevlo, salute. Anyway, so yeah, let's go back. So what I'm hearing is for a man, forget about them being mean to you or not being nice to you. What I'm hearing from you is a man needs to be taking care. That's what you said. He needs to be taking care of you for you to let him lead. Like,
But
what
I
is
mean, it
that
doesn't
about?
matter because I take care of my man too. You know what I
Okay,
mean?
now we
I'm
talking.
I'm
Let's
I'm
get it.
very I'm very 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 nurturing.
Okay,
I
that's good.
don't
That's
just
good.
like,
That's good.
it's not like I'm just gonna make you dinner. I'm gonna ask you, what do you want for dinner?
All right.
You
Speaking
know
of
what I
dinner,
mean?
right?
Like you know what I mean? Like what can I do for you? You
Speaking
know?
of
And
dinner, right?
as much as I clap for me, I'm clapping for you. No one could ever say anything bad about you.
Mm.
I'll pop off. You know what I mean? I have no problem doing that.
Oh, shout out Noop in the building. Tony, everybody, go sub up to his channel, man. The Leadership Lounge 21281, I think. And Sotash 81, right?
Yeah, yeah.
That's her
It's
YouTube page.
fascinating.
Everybody goes sub up to Sotash 81. You know what I'm saying? Get her page right. Yo, your page is growing a lot too. You know that. I've been watching your numbers. Your page is growing like over the like when I saw you the other day, you had like 100 something subscribers. Now you over 200 something. Congrats. But you've been doing
Yeah,
it
thank
for a
you.
minute. You've been on YouTube for a minute. So what made you kind of like get serious about it and just turn it up a little bit? Because you've been your oldest post is like 1 year old.
Because sometimes I just be bored and I just do shit sometimes when I'm bored. You know what I mean? And
So
sometimes, when you seeking validation all in all the wrong places.
So look,
That's it. Like that's usually what it is. It's like, oh, I'm bored tonight. And maybe I'm feeling spirited. So then maybe I
yeah,
will put myself out there. But mostly I would say I'm somewhat reserved, but I
okay,
do
bet.
really I like to have a lot of fun too.
That's fire,
I
man.
don't like to have my feathers ruffled.
Mm.
Um, yeah, I
Check it out.
like to be cool.
Check it out, right? Because I heard you
What?
say something the other day, and I can't really let you get away without expounding on that. You gave some game out the other day on another. You was on my man Kev Low show, as a matter of fact, and you said sometimes you go to fancy places by yourself, right?
Mm-hmm.
You just happen to meet men with money in these fancy places. Like, can you kind of like? I know this is not what you do, but can you break down for the women who watching, like, if that's their goal to get a man with money, like, how does that work? As far as you need to be able to do it for yourself, like,
Yeah, I
how's
think
that go?
that's what it
Like,
is. You do. You have to be able to do it for yourself
right?
first. I
Mm.
believe for men to really
Mhm.
receive it well.
Yeah,
If you can't do it for yourself, people they understand what a poser is.
that's a
You know,
fact.
they're intelligent men. They understand and know what class is and isn't.
Mm.
Um, and I just will go because it's generally what I want to eat. You know what I mean?
Okay.
So it's
Right.
not like I'm going for fishing. A lot of times when I go, I'm not going fishing. I'm not going fishing. But a lot of times when I go, like there'll be men, they're in business meetings and stuff like that.
So I'm not going fishing. What the
I'm
fuck?
not going fishing. But
I feel you.
sometimes, yeah, sometimes you're there, if you're
Mm.
sitting alone, that's all it requires is you sitting alone, you looking pleasant, not we have to check our resting bitch face, ladies. I'm guilty of it sometimes, but you know, we
I
have to
feel
check
you.
our face to make sure we're inviting
Nah, but
and have a nice beverage and make sure you're ordering for yourself. And yeah, and if someone wants to come talk to you, they'll sit right next to you.
I feel
And
like
now
so.
with
Go
that
ahead.
being said, it
Mm.
just depends on the women, right? Like I will have someone who's 68 years old, damn near 70, that'll come, is anyone sitting here?
Mm.
And I'll
Okay.
say, and I'll say, no, the seat's not taken. And then, do you mind if I join? Because they're very polite and respectful.
Right. Right. Right.
No, not at all. Then I go back to doing my own thing because that's what the fuck I was doing before he showed up, right?
I feel you.
But with that being said, I already know he wants my attention. So he's going to keep talking to me. And
Mm.
so it's up to me how I want to finish the night, right? I
Okay.
don't mind speaking to older men. I like their stories.
Right.
And I know it can stop here. It doesn't have to go into anything, but they appreciate the company. It will seem like you're on a date with them, even if you're not. You could have just gone by yourself. It'll look like your sugar daddy showed up.
All right. So
You know what I mean?
let's get into it though, right? Because you mentioned it'll look like you went on a date by yourself, even though you didn't, and you also said it could stop here, right? So I also heard you mention that you go out with men and you don't necessarily sleep with them, but you still feel like men need to spend money on you in the dating phase. So like that's like a thin line. How does that work? How you going out with a man, expecting him to spend money, treat you like you're his woman, and all of this, but like what's
I don't
um
expect him to treat me like his woman. I expect him to be interested if he is, right? And here's the thing. We you what we got to do here is we got to know where it's affordable playground for you, right? You know what I mean? What and so since I've been married before and I've been taken care of and I've been allotted,
Oh, shit.
certain lifestyle,
Yeah.
it means I have a measure. I just have a
Okay.
measure. And it means that when the men that I've married rushed in, they were
Mm.
on me. and they gave me flowers. They did all of those things. I never had to ask for them. I don't ask for things. I don't ask for money. I don't do that. I don't ask for someone to get my nails done. I take care of myself. But the man that I'm used to and familiar with and accustomed to, who I made lives with, they just they just gave. And it was because they wanted to. Okay. So when I'm dating, if someone's not aligning with what I'm accustomed to, I move along. Or you have fun until you're not having fun anymore. It's all up to you. It's how you're feeling, right? Like one month the universe might make you feel like, oh, I feel like being wild this month, right? Like let's
Mm,
say it's summertime.
okay. We
Summertime, you're like,
outside. We
hey, I want to go
outside.
outside, right? But
I
right
feel
now,
you.
right, it's cuffing season,
That's
right?
a fact.
So
That's a fact too.
or we supposed to be cuffed by now, but and then if I'm not cuffed, that's fine too. Like, because I'm gonna have fun. I have girlfriends that I have fun with, and if someone is taking me out on dates, they it's not an exorbitant expense for them, because I'm telling you, the men that I go out with, they just happen to have money. I live in Silicon Valley, though. i
Right.
don't have to go I don't have to go outside of my I could go to Whole Foods right now. There's going to be like rich men there. They're where I live. I'm
You kind of breezing around my question though, right?
What's that?
This is my question. So if you dating all these men and you going out and you know they're doing things for you that they would do for their woman and stuff like that, right? How do you get out of the sex part of it? That's what I want to know.
I get to the sex part of it if I like them.
No, how do you get out of the sex part of it?
Oh, no, I mean, I would no one's ever just try to like be having sex with me immediately, unless, I'm inviting myself to it, right? So I think it's, how are we carrying ourselves on the date, right?
But it's not just one date, you know. I'm talking about you dating a
No, but I
person,
but no,
you
but I
know you don't want to
usually,
sleep with them.
if I'm not interested, is
All
a
right.
lot of the time it's I'm going on 1 to 2 dates.
Okay, I
A
feel you.
lot of the time it's one date. Sometimes if I'm on the fence,
All
I'm like,
right,
well,
I
he's
get it.
persisting. He's persistent. Let me go out again. You know what I mean? And then if it gets beyond that,
Mm,
then things just, you start upping the ante, and what expectations are. You have certain talks, and things of that nature. But if I'm being intimate with someone, it's not like I'm out here. I want to only have sex with one person at a time. And
at the time, yeah, I feel you.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I get
So
you.
for me, when I'm talking even about dates, and maybe you guys he's not my boyfriend. It's not like this exclusive, like we're exclusive. So I don't have a boyfriend, but maybe there's a man that I'm dating ongoing,
Mm.
and he has some money, and he can afford to take me on really nice dates. I'm not rushing anything anymore.
Nah, I feel
I'm
you. I
not I'm
feel
not trying
like
to like rush a relationship. So
yeah.
I don't require a relationship to be intimate with someone, if that's what you're asking.
Nah, I never asked you that. I was just saying how do you get out? Because you know some women they know that they don't really like to do it like that, but they going out to eat or they just going to have fun. But I don't believe them because I don't believe it's too many men in the world who just gonna take you out, spend their resources on you, right, and get nothing in return. Like it's some real suckers out there like that, or how does that work?
I mean, okay, so there's a like so you don't believe in courting a woman, or like at least taking her out on a couple dates before? Like, when do you require a puppy?
That's not what I'm
How?
saying. My point
No, but
is
I'm
this, right?
asking, when do you? So that's what I'm saying. I'm not extending myself. Do I go out with people I'm not
Right.
interested in? Yes,
Okay.
but I let them know.
And if they
I
want to
do.
still do that, that's on them. You feel me?
Yes, like,
I
okay,
feel
yes.
you.
So there's one guy, like I told. I said, I just don't want to waste your time.
Mm,
It's not going to go where you think it's going to.
right.
And, he said, I appreciate just sitting across from you. I enjoy your company. We have fun together. I like our
Mm,
conversation. So this is okay. But mind you, this is someone who's got a lot of money too. So
yeah, I
it's
feel you.
not a big, it's almost equivalent maybe to a business meeting
I
for
got you.
him, but it's more fun.
Right. So if you
I
meeting all
get
these,
dressed up, you know. It's even optics, right? Even if it doesn't it looks like we're together. I get dressed
that's a
up,
fact. Yeah,
so it's optics. So he got people looking,
yeah,
you
that's a
know.
fact.
I'm helping, I'm turning heads and he's with me. He feels good about that. You know
I
what I mean?
understand. Yeah, yeah, yeah. So it's really men out there because I don't know. I don't have these type of experiences, so it's just like perplexing
If
to me.
y'all see me out on a date and if I'm sitting across from them and not
Yeah.
next to them, I don't like them like that.
So it's men out
There's
there.
ways you can tell with me what's what. You know what I mean? But yes, I do. If I'm not interested, I'll tell the man I'm not interested. I'll tell a man I like. I'll say, I like you, but I just see you getting on my motherfucking nerves, like down the line. So I don't know if I
Mm,
want to continue to see you. And then maybe that man will say, no, 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 no. I think you're, being a little bit too reactive. I would still like to see you. And then
yeah.
maybe me putting up that wall, he just is going to work a little bit harder to try and bring it down. Is he going to be accomplished with his goal? I don't know. But if someone's persistent, I do like that. I like a persistent man.
All right. So you keep talking about yourself though, right? But I want to talk about how you feel about like the how you feel about like the dating stage in 2025. Like, how do you feel about what's going on out here in 2025? I'm sure you see women who are not like you, who use men, who like do or who accept different things that they know they should not have because they know they're not interested in the man in that way. So, like, how do you see the dating scene in 2025 outside of yourself? Like, what's really going on? I'm trying to put the fellas onto some game about what's going on out here, and you could put the women onto some game too about what these men are accepting. You know what I'm trying to say? Because I'm interested because I don't really hang around many people. Like my circle, we not
Hmm.
like simps. You know what I'm saying? So I'm interested to see how the simp game work. Like I want to hear from a woman what's really going on out here. Like,
So, I mean, I think that's it. I don't consider the men that I date simps. I think if you can afford, it's just not. A lot of these men, a date with me, they write that's like a business write off. Does that make sense?
but
They
you
could
keep putting
write
it
it
on.
as
You keep putting it on to you. I'm talking about other
in
women who
general.
dating
Okay.
scene in 2025. I'm not talking about you.
So
You
so
get
in
me?
in general, I think both men and women are kind of out for themselves nowadays. So it's hard to trust the person that you're going in a simple date with to know if it's because they actually like you or if it's because they want something from you,
Mm,
right? I think a way to kind of get around that is just by asking the right questions. I think a lot of times people don't know how to do that. They don't know how to have a communication. They don't know how to break barriers. So women using a man is because that's what society has taught us. We have songs about this. It's just the evolution of what it's become, right? And in terms of the men, right? Men are being combative with women. And a lot of the time, right? Maybe women are asking for these things and all of these things.
mm,
Um, but I think again, it's what society has shown us that women can get these things. And, you know, I don't believe in using someone because I deeply believe in karma.
I feel you.
Um, with that being said, though, if someone would like to be with me, I kind of would expect certain things. Like I like flowers, but I don't want to have to ask. You know what I mean? And so that could be something. Maybe let's say if I don't expect it on the first date, right? Because I'm like, oh, how society has taught us these men are being a little bit more reserved now with their money, right?
Yeah.
And so let's say I go on like 3 or 4 dates. After the third or fourth date, I would get a little bit like I don't really know, the reward is not worth what this is giving. You know what I mean? Like I expected more from you at this point. And then maybe they'll say, and this could be me trying to end things, right? And they'll say, well, what do you mean you expected more? I'm like, are you romantic at all? Do you do gestures? You know what I mean? It's like where someone has to be the person
Yeah.
to just is having faith.
I feel
And,
you.
and if you really like someone, you have to have faith that you're connecting with them, and you have to let down walls. You do. You have to let down walls, and it's a little bit of trust, and it's a little bit of opening up, and it's a little bit of give and take. If you don't feel like you're getting anything back, pull your energy back. As simple as that. And then
That's a fact. Reciprocity, right?
yeah, yeah. But it can't be expected without men leading first. You guys want to be leaders, but like for instance, I had
Mm.
a gentleman um DM me about meeting for coffee.
Okay,
And
that's a good one.
yeah,
Yeah,
about
that's
meeting
good.
for coffee.
Yeah.
He's been on my line since last year. And so I'm like, you've been on my line since last year. He's asking me to meet him for coffee. Did I get upset? No. Ladies, we don't need to get upset about their, lack of effort. All you got to do is, just throw something else out there and see if he takes it, right? So then I say, I don't meet for coffee. That's it.
Okay.
That's not something I said that's not something that I'm reserving time for.
Mm.
That's
All
it.
right.
It's not something I'm reserving time for. And then he could just have gone ghost, or not. And he chose to ask me. I didn't reply back yet. This literally just happened moments ago,
Mm.
right? But now he's asking me, well, what do I expect? I can go to lunch. You know what I mean? But what I'm not going to do is you someone in my DMs from the internet, they're looking at Sotosh all dressed up, right? Why are you taking me to coffee? Do you want the Sotosh from the internet whose DMs that you're sliding in, or do you want me to roll out the bed? It's like, what do you want to get from me?
Yo,
And
can
that's
I
all
answer
I'm
that?
saying.
Can I answer that for you?
What?
You said he been on your line for 1 year, right?
Yeah.
And you ain't give him no emotion in 1 year, right?
Yeah, for various reasons. Like one time he reached out. I was like, "Oh, I'm seeing someone right now." You know what I mean? There's
Okay.
diff. Yeah.
All right, and
And
why
then
else? Why
another
else did you
another
not give
time,
him?
another time, I was like, "Oh, I have my kids this weekend." You know what I mean? Follow back. You know what I mean? Sometimes things just don't connect, right? But he's been trying, and then so finally, a time when I say, "Oh, what do you have in mind?" and you talking about coffee.
I ain't gonna hold you. I feel like he did the right thing.
Well, we not done yet with that. He's
Cause
gonna do what I want, because here's the thing.
he's gonna do
Here's
what
the
you want.
thing. And no, 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 no. And I'm not requesting a lot either.
I feel
Okay,
you.
but I drink a coffee in 10 minutes.
Okay.
So then now what? I'm just supposed to be sitting there just literally just
So what's your ideal date then?
it could be anything. Like it doesn't even have to be expensive. It just takes creativity. I like doing activities. And so look, it could be a picnic. I like romantic little gestures. I like nice things. The other day when I did well, we were supposed to do miniature golf, and we actually didn't even end up doing it.
Mm.
We just had drinks, and then we like moseyed along. But it doesn't require it just doesn't require something. When you go to a cafe, people
Yeah,
go there to work, right?
yeah, I
Or
guess. I don't
usually to
know.
pick up coffee. That's it.
I feel you.
So you're sitting around an environment, a working environment where people are working around you. And I'm sitting here across from someone where there's supposed to be intimacy, right? A date is supposed to be intimate. You're not getting far with me. You're
I
not
don't
getting
know.
far with me with these computers everywhere, and like I'm gonna go like this.
I don't know if I would ask you out to coffee, but if you got me on your line for 1 year and you're not really trying to, because you make time for what you want to make time for, then I'm really coming at you with something small too. To be honest, just to see where you at with it. Like I'm not going all out for you on our first date. If you have me on your line for 1 year and you not trying to link up
I
with me.
think the first time he asked me out for coffee, I just ignored him then. Now
Oh, okay.
I'm handing out lessons, okay? So I'm saying now I'm like, okay, I don't have to just ignore him. I can just redirect the date. And that works. That's been working.
But tell me, what's the point? Like, you do you like him? You see a future? What's the point of even going out with him?
I couldn't say for sure because he doesn't know how to engage on the internet. So will I like him? Most likely not.
That's
But
my point.
if
So why you wasting your time? I don't understand.
but he keeps coming. He keeps coming.
Oh
You know what
shit.
I mean?
Okay. Pay attention, fellas. We
So
gotta keep
if he
going.
keeps coming, he keeps coming, ladies. This is where sometimes, yeah, that's an advantage. Sometimes you bored. That's what I'm trying to say. Sometimes you ain't got shit to do.
Yo, but do he got a
And
bag
then
or he don't got a bag? Or do you know? Or you don't know?
I don't think the ones that got a bag, the ones that got a bag don't ask you for coffee. They just don't. The ones that got a bag take you out. Like they want the ones that got the bag, they want you to put on a dress. They want to show you off. You know what I mean?
So look, you don't think you setting yourself up for failure if y'all starting with coffee? Like, what you think it's gonna get better? What you, I'm trying to
No,
understand.
because I'm not going to the coffee date. That's what you keep misunderstanding. Like I'm telling him now, I already said I don't meet for coffee.
I get what you're saying, but me,
So,
like in
so
my
then what
personal
I'll
life,
probably say is, and then I'll suggest something else, and then I'll give three other suggestions, maybe something along these lines. And then I'll send it back to him, fire it off, and then let him choose according to what's in his budget. You know what I mean?
so don't take this as disrespect, right? But
Mhm.
like, so where are your standards then?
Oh,
You
well,
don't like.
my standards come from like,
No, I
getting
said
to know.
where are your standards? Because if you allowing this at the beginning, right? Y'all never
Mhm.
went nowhere, but you allowing this type of behavior in the beginning, like, do you really have standards, or is it just like you just posturing until you get bored and then you let your standards down? Because a man who invites you to something that you don't ordinarily do, that's supposed to be a no out the gate or no. Or you trying to say you willing to work with men? Like, what is this?
No, no, I say this to say, and when I say I like a persistent man, I do. I like a
Oh,
persistent man.
that's what it
Okay.
is. Okay. All right. I get.
So then there's he's meeting my standard. Do I
But
like
that
him?
be
I can't
that
say
be
I can't.
anything. I
Yeah.
respect it. Okay, I
Yeah,
got you.
I like that. I like someone who just keeps coming, who's just not taking a no easy. Cause I give a lot of no's in the beginning and then I turn to like, I'll do whatever you like. You know what I mean? So that's all. Like, if he want to keep coming, then now I'm telling him he has to raise my standard for me to go out with him.
So let me ask
The
you this,
reason
right?
why he hasn't gone out on a date with me, because
I forgot what I was about to say now.
yeah, he's proposing things that or don't align with what I would like to do. So even sometimes, like for instance,
Mm,
I had someone who,
I don't know what happened.
okay,
Yeah, go
so
ahead.
I had someone who was extremely overweight the other day, extremely overweight.
That sounds
Okay.
crazy.
And I was like, oh, okay. And he said he was trying to shoot his shot.
Mm, all right.
And so I just ignored that. That's what I'll do too. I'll just ignore what the fuck you talking about and I'll say something else nice to you. You know what I mean? And then he said, well, what do you like to do for fun? I said, oh, well, you just look at my page, you can scroll and see some of the things that I
See
enjoy.
what it is, yeah.
He repeated, he said, no, but for real, what do you like to do? So then I started saying, well, I like to be active. I like to go hiking.
That
I
sounds
like
fire.
so then I started telling him things that he doesn't do.
Listen, you just said something that's scary to me though.
What?
So you trying to tell me if I got a woman, right?
Hmm.
And there's a dude that's in her DM and she curving him and then he just keep coming. You trying to say he gonna break her down eventually? That's what you trying to say?
No, 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 no. Because if you have a girl, I would imagine your girl's your girl. You know what I mean? So for instance, I
Still.
had I had someone in my comments or who has my phone number that I met a while ago, sometime
Mm.
in the summer. And we were texting back and forth, and he asked me if I was in a relationship. And then I said, well, what do you mean? I said, I hope you know if I was in a relationship, I wouldn't be
Like you
chatting with
talking to
you
you.
in this
Yeah.
way. Yeah.
Yeah,
I
yeah, yeah. I
said,
feel you.
I said, absolutely not. You know what I mean? Yeah, you can have that baby. So it's just kind of that. Like I my man doesn't have to ask me to eliminate. My man doesn't have to ask me to discontinue. My man doesn't have to worry about when he goes to the bathroom and who comes up, to try and see what's up. I'm very loyal. So that's why I can be maybe a little bit intense. I can be intense in the beginning of things.
But you like persistence though, so what if the dude
Yeah.
just keep coming at you and your man messing up? Then what?
No, 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 because all relationships require effort. Um, I'm not going to get rid of my man to pick up some new problems.
That's a
Everybody,
fact.
we all got a bag of shit. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
I love the fact that if I grow to love someone and he loves me back, I love, that we have that connection together. And
I
then I
respect
love
that.
that someone can see me and in my darkness and still love me in spite of that. To
Mm.
me, real love is in spite of something. You know what I mean?
Hey, nah, you right. I guess. Yeah, but you can't be stupid though and just ignore things that you know what I'm saying? You
No, of
should be
course you
ignoring.
have
You
to have
can't. Yeah, I
boundaries.
don't know. Yeah.
Yeah, you got to have boundaries. You
I
can't
ain't
take
meant.
anyone disrespectful.
Nah,
You
that's
know what I
not it,
mean?
man.
That's
Nah, I
not
don't
that's
know.
not what I'm saying.
Nah, 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 nah. So let's get back into it. Like this whole matchmaking service, right? Like
Yeah.
that's a lucrative business. Tell me about that.
Well, I mean, it's not my business. It's just a corporate
Okay.
company that I work for, and it's definitely lucrative. People pay thousands and thousands of dollars,
Mm, a real
to
thing.
yeah. But
Oh
also,
shit.
it's like we're working with business professionals, people who can afford the program, of course. Everyone can't afford to do it. And we kind of break things down in a science form. So we hit or address issues such as intimacy, family values, dominance, and we take all of these categories, and then we make sure that the people we're matching together are aligned in those areas. So if you
So
have a solid foundation, you can
yeah,
build something.
I feel you. What's the success rate though, like of your clients? Because I'm sure y'all get judged by the clients you put together. What's the success rate for you, for example? Like, what's your last success story?
I'm not the matchmaker. I just
Oh,
do
you
the
just worked
intake.
it.
I
You
do the
did
intake.
intake.
I
I
I
got
in,
you.
I do the interviews and I sell the program. So I convince them of why and how we're able to help.
So who you have to do more convincing to, the men or the women? Who they send you at? That's what I want to know.
Well, I get men and women, and who do I have to convince more? Every person is different, so I can't handle any interview the same. You know what I mean? I have to just listen and I have to hear what their cries are, how their heart
Mm.
yearns. Um, what makes them sad and kind of address those things and then pivot from there and see and displaying the ways in the program would be able to assist them in that area.
You
Point
feel
out
like
their
yes,
character flaws and stuff.
you feel like y'all selling dreams or no? Because you ain't tell me yet what's the success rate.
Because we don't have a success rate because it's not so here's the thing, right? Like I got married twice.
Right.
They weren't a success, right? So same thing. We can match people. They can match for a year,
I got you. I
and
feel what
then
you're
you know what I
saying.
mean. Is there's no way for
I
us to
feel you.
really.
So they
So,
do end up go. They do end up going out and stuff like that, but you just don't know
mhm.
the length of time after that. They don't keep up with you. They don't
No,
follow up. You don't follow up.
yeah.
That's it.
That's all back end stuff.
Oh, I
I
feel
just
you.
get them in the door.
You get them in the door, then they match up. So what kind of date you set them up for, or that's something that they do on their own?
They have to do the dating on their own. So I just recommend. So any person, let's say if I matched you with someone,
Yeah.
the policy in the program would be that you go out with that person 3 times,
Oh, you have
right?
to go 3 times with
You
them.
don't
I got
have
you.
to,
Yeah,
you're
yeah.
not obligated, but it's recommended because
I
it's
feel
not
you.
someone you met organically on your own, right?
That's a
So
fact.
that's
Yeah.
where the chemistry part isn't necessarily going to be as organic as it would if you met someone out on your own, right? So we ask that they do 3 dates, and then I kind of give them my recommendation. I say the first date, we want you to keep it simple. Maybe, take the lady out to lunch. The second date, I recommend an activity. Activities are good because they
Mm.
generally never go as planned. You get to see how, or if you guys can have fun together.
Yeah.
And, if you can improvise when things aren't going with the flow and what that dynamic is like. And then the last date, I like to recommend something more formal. So
I feel
you
you.
can see, build the romance, have a climate.
And how much do something like this cost?
A low program is 7,000.
Oh, okay, 7 G's. Oh, wow. All right. That sounds crazy, bro. What's it? What's so? These people like, what is it? They too busy to find love? I don't understand.
Yeah, I mean, think about it.
It
Like
just sound
if
crazy.
someone in finance comes in the office, a financial person working all the time, a lawyer working all the time, a
Mm-mm.
doctor working all the time.
Right.
Um, Maybe they are able to meet people, but then there's a matter of, is this a waste of my time? They don't feel like, because when you're going on just dates to, like, for instance, if I went out with everyone who asked me out, it just would be a waste of time. You know what I mean? I don't
Facts.
know who I'm connecting with or what, but we take away the filtering process for them. So we do the hunting. We make sure you're aligned in, 8 different areas of life.
Yeah.
And then if you're aligned there, the chemistry part is just up to you. And
Nah, I feel
typically,
you.
if you go into it with like a positive, optimistic attitude,
Mm.
like I could have fun with anyone. I can go out with someone that I don't like and still have fun.
I feel like that's the common theme with you throughout the night, man. You keep saying that. Like,
No,
what
no,
do you
no,
mean?
no. But that's the energy that I tell people that they need to have. The
Yeah,
idea is that if you want to meet someone, you have to be optimistic.
that's a
You have
fact.
to.
I got you.
You can't say you want love and then are hella reserved. You have
Mm.
to be open that this person who you didn't pick or choose, it's an opportunity. It's an opportunity for love. So it's just like going into a job interview, right? How are you going to present yourself? How are you going to sell yourself?
Yeah, I feel you on that.
One thing that I ask clients too is I ask them, to tell me the things that they love about themselves. And do you know how hard people have a hard time answering that question?
Well,
And then I tell them, I'm like, see, I'm like, you have to be, kinder to yourself because you should be able to sell yourself. I said, if you go to a job interview, what do you have to do? You have to sell yourself. You
yeah,
know what I
true.
mean? So that's just kind of what it is. It's like everyone has to know what they're bringing to the table and it doesn't have to be monetarily. It
I
just
feel
has
you.
to be what. kind of charisma do you have? What kind of character do you have? You know, I'm big on character. I'm big on values. I'm big on,
Mm.
so because you want to trust someone, right? I'm big on kindness. I'm big on respect. So, when someone is, wanting to meet love or find love,
Yeah.
they have to really be open to that and not say, "Oh, bitch is this," or "niggas this," and you know what I mean. It's not like that. Yeah, it is. But at the same time, I can't go out like, let's say if I went out with you, I can't go out already like, "Ugh, I hope this nigga
Um,
don't get on my nerves," and I hope, you know what I mean. I'm going
I
out and
feel
I'm
you.
getting dressed.
We outside.
You know
Yeah,
what
I
I mean?
feel
And we
you. Yeah, yeah.
outside and we about to have fun.
That's a
You know,
fact.
I
Yeah.
smash the first dates. I smash it. Everybody think they getting a second one, okay?
Mm.
And then I'd be like,
You just
I
do
didn't
it,
think
yo.
I don't think we're a good fit. Later they be salty, like I'm like, I just don't see us. I don't see it. But it doesn't mean that I'm not open to someone changing my mind. That's what I like about dating because sometimes someone can. Someone can change your mind. And when I met my son's father, who I married, he
Mm.
changed my mind. He just was on me and he changed my mind. You know what I mean?
Yo, I think the coffee man about to get you too, cause yeah, man, he on you with
I don't
this.
know. I don't know. We ain't set nothing up yet. We didn't set anything
Yo,
up.
I think the coffee.
I said I'll check that inbox tomorrow. That's a tomorrow thing.
Yo, I think, bro, where they be inboxing you at on IG or something like that? Where they
Like
inbox you
everywhere, like
everywhere?
TikTok,
That shit sound crazy,
Facebook,
bro.
Instagram.
So you agree that like a woman that's too much on social media is a red flag, then?
Well, I think it just depends, right? When
Mm.
I so here's the thing. When I
Mm.
like someone,
Yeah.
I'm not actually doing content that much. I'm more engaged. When I don't, that's the way, guys. You know if I like you or not too. Unless I'm established. Like, let's say if I gone out with you 4 times, I'd be like, oh, I'm getting content because now I'm getting used to you. But in the beginning, if it's date one and I got my phone out doing hella content, I'm just not that interested.
Wait, you be doing
I
content on dates?
sometimes.
That sound crazy, bro.
No, sometimes.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like one, you know what I'm saying, one little video or something, the food look nice, that's cool. But to shoot a whole vlog while you outside with me, that's
No,
kind of
no, these are
that's doing
quick
the
little,
most.
no, it's quick little, it's like, oh, can you take a picture of me?
Oh,
No,
I
you
feel
be
you.
look, no, you just look fire. And so they do it, they go along with it. But if I'm doing like a lot of it,
I mean, he taking the pictures for you for somebody else to, you know what I
no,
mean, for you
not
to
even
wear
for
them in.
me. No, everybody trying to get in their bag, right? Everybody trying to, So that's all it
Depends.
is. Someone has to be secure enough to know that at the end of the day, whether I post a lot or don't post a lot, the 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 men, they're gonna come. Like it just I'm gonna put on a dress and it's gonna draw attention. Do I like to get dressed up? Yeah, that's one of my favorite things to do. I like to get dressed up, right? And so now heads are gonna turn,
Mm.
right? And then so mind you, I don't even care about all the heads turning. I just like that I feel good in my outfit, right? And the more fire the dress, that means I do like you a little bit. It means, or unless if you're taking me someplace real fire, I'm wearing a fire ass dress. That's what I'm saying. That's what it's like. What do you want?
Yo, what's the
You
last
know,
fire spot you went to?
the last fire spot.
Yeah, like that you went to on a date.
Um, it was like a private club.
Okay,
Um, and where you're not supposed to take photos and stuff like that because there's a lot of high rollers there and
I
like
feel you.
a lot of
So,
cheaters and
so here's
so
my
you
thing, though,
can't put them
right?
on blast, huh?
You around like all these great like potential candidates for dates or for like relationships, but like when's the last time you've been in a serious relationship, and was you with somebody that had a lot of money, or I don't
No,
understand.
my last relationship ended last year.
Okay.
And no, I wouldn't say like I wouldn't say I don't know what's a lot of money to people. He made six figures, but the men that I'm dating now,
Yo, use your
that's
words,
all.
man.
That's all I'm saying. Like,
She said they get into it.
yeah, it's different
The men
now.
that I'm dating now, they get so. Why you
It's
ain't choose one?
different
Why ain't you choose one yet? And you said men, that mean multiple. So somebody you giving it up to, and then the rest of them think they gonna get some, but they never gonna get some. Let's talk about that.
because I'm not. It's not like I have a rotation going like that. So, like for instance,
What you mean?
maybe like let's say, okay, because you get asked out all the time doesn't mean you're going out with everyone. A lot of the time, I'm going out by myself. Okay. And then maybe let's say there's a time where I'm dating someone, right?
Right.
When I'm dating this person, I'm trying to see where it's going. And so in doing that and me trying to see where that relationship is going, um initially if I'm interested, like I said, I'm not like doing content or anything like that. I'm just, trying to get to know the person and see what's going to shake. With that being said, ladies, the men with money also have more options. With that being said, with that being said, um all you got to do, ladies, is be vibrant. They love that shit. You got to be
Mm.
vibrant. You got to wear a sexy dress. They like to have fun. And then you're going to bag them. That's it. And why am I not settling down with anyone yet? Because no one's it yet. That's it.
But here's my thing, though, right? I feel like for certain
I've
women,
only been single for a year.
I'm not saying you one of those women, but some women, I don't feel like any guy will ever be it. You know what I'm saying? Because the shit that y'all be looking for be like out of this stratosphere. You get what I'm trying to say? So,
No, I'm
you know what I
reasonable.
mean?
I'm reasonable. If I wasn't reasonable, kind of like I said, when I met my son's father, he didn't make money. Did he take care of me? He was generous.
Yeah, I feel you.
He didn't. We like generous men. We like romantic gestures. That's it. Even if you don't have money, just do shit.
Yeah,
Just
I
do
feel you.
shit for us. Like you don't have to necessarily spend a bag. We just like to be thought of. You know what I mean?
Nah, I get it.
We like thoughtful men above all else. And y'all can really go a long way with that. Being thoughtful and persistent.
Yo, you hear that, fellas? Be thoughtful and stay in the DMs. You know what I'm saying? Um,
Yeah, just keep pushing for what you want. Don't get discouraged. You know what I mean? Dating is a
who's this?
competition.
Who's this? Yo, I don't even know, but I don't take no negativity in my chat. You getting blocked? You out of here? Don't say nothing crazy in my chat. You getting out of here? We don't do that over here, man. Go take that shit somewhere else, bro. But yeah, man, that's what's up. Well, we had a great couple. I know you got to go to Whole Foods and all that. So anything you want to say, like on the way out? We've been on this for like an hour and 8 minutes already. I see you sipping your wine. You got a date tonight. What you got going on, man?
No, no. Well, I was going to, but I said I had plans already because I had plans with you. You see what I'm
Yo,
saying?
yo, check you out, man. Being you know what I mean?
Yeah, I did. I
Reliable.
said I said I already got plans. But with that being said, like this is someone who has some money, but also he tried to make plans like last minute.
Yeah, but you know what? I can't really knock a last minute guy too much because I'm kind of spontaneous too. You feel what I'm saying? Like I might finish up what I'm finishing up for the day, and I might feel like going to do something, and I might want you to come join me. You get what I'm
But
trying
see,
to
but
say?
I already had plans.
I
So last
understand. Yeah,
minute,
yeah, yeah,
you can't,
yeah. Yeah.
you know. So then what does that mean? Do I cancel my plans? I could have did that. I could have canceled
That's a
plans.
fact.
You know what I mean?
Or you could get with him
But
later.
I like to do what I say I'm gonna do.
That's a
You know
pet
what I
peeve of
mean?
mine too. That's my thing. I always say what I say I'm going to do. Like that's,
Yeah.
you know what I
So
mean?
I just said I have plans. You know what I mean? I don't mind last minute plans if it works out, right?
Mm,
But I also don't want to be an afterthought. And,
that's
if I'm bored, those last minute plans, it's a go. But sometimes, like, I could be caught up. I could be watching like deep in kikiing with something hella hilarious. I'm not going outside now. I'm already in
you
my vibe.
you only saying that because it's almost December and it's kind of cold. It's cold in Cali or no?
Yes, I know. I don't like to go outside that much when it's cold. It's true.
Yeah, it be cold in Cali. At
If it
nighttime
was
it's cold out
if
there,
it
right?
was warm outside, I'd be out.
Yeah, it's cold in Cali in the nighttime. In the daytime it be kind of warm. Somebody said, "What type of woman do you like? What type of woman do I like?" You talking to me? Demetric Jones 7747. You talking to me? I'm gonna
Yes.
wait for her to respond first.
Yeah, she talking to you.
I'm like, I don't feel like I don't got no type, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, I like a woman that's soft, but I like a woman that's kind of hard a little bit too. Like somebody that you ain't really had to come from a rough background or anything like that, but I want you to understand life. You get what I'm trying to say?
Yeah.
So I need somebody who understand life and who could play her part in any place that we at for the most part. I ain't gonna put you in no danger or nothing like that, but I don't need somebody acting too
Two
sedity.
bougie.
Sedity
Yeah.
if we at a place that's down to earth. And then I don't need somebody who's acting too hood if we at a place that you're supposed to be uppity, right? So
Yeah.
then of course I like attractive women. Who don't like attractive women? Um I like a woman that's like well spoken. You know what I'm saying? I like a woman who handle her business. Like you don't got to be rich or nothing like that, but you got to handle your business. Have a nice head on your shoulders. You
Yeah.
going somewhere. You might not be there right now, but you going somewhere,
You have
and
goals.
you can help me get somewhere too. I don't need you to like fund where I'm going, right? But maybe you got to connect, or maybe you got a different way that I could do something, or maybe you got ideas of how I
You
can
have
make
good
what I'm doing better.
strategies.
Maybe you can add to what I got going on. You know what I'm saying? So that's basically somebody who understanding, somebody who's spontaneous. I could call
Hmm.
you, got too much hangups. I could call you at the drop of a dime and like, yo, let's go over here, let's go over there. We outside, you know what I'm saying? Somebody that could be outside with me and we just chill. Like that's the type of woman I like. So not too stringent. I don't want nobody too strict. I don't want nobody too loose. I just want somebody that's even kill and you keeping me on point. You get what I'm trying to say? And you're not hindering me from doing what I gotta do. Your attitude not too bad. You're not always in a bad mood. Somebody that's
Yeah.
jovial, you know what I'm saying? So I don't know.
Yeah. I love that too.
That's
And
me.
and then I want to say something because someone in the comments said I grew up around white people, and I want to say this: I'm a military brat. Okay, so
Really?
I've been here, I've been there, up and down the East Coast. I'm from Philly.
I missed that. I missed that whole. Yeah, I was in Philly
Yeah,
last week, and I'm always in Philly. I love Philly.
I'm from Philly, so like,
I'm
you know what I
always in
mean.
Philly. I be at Ashton Cigar Bar, on Walnut Street.
I said I'm from there. I don't go there.
Oh, you don't go there no more. All right, yo, listen, you should go back. Philly nice now.
Is it
I'm telling you, they like the whole downtown. They call it Center City now, right?
okay?
There's a lot of nice things to do in Philly now. You go there, you probably won't recognize it. I
Okay.
I, I looked up hotels for. I feel like next weekend. I think they got a game or some shit. The hotel that I normally stay at is $700 for the night, just to give you an idea. Like, there's always some shit going on in Philly. It's nice down there. You should go back and visit. I go there
Yeah.
for the restaurant. The cigar culture is crazy in Philly. And it's right down 95. I'm in New York, so it's like a 2 hour trip. I feel like I'm getting away without hopping on a plane. You know what I'm saying? So I love
Yeah.
going to Philly, man. That shit's dope.
And I can hang out with all people.
They got
And
nice women out there.
my preference is my people. Okay,
But
so
anyway, to get back
maybe I'm
to
a
what they
little
said,
formal, but
how they know you grew up with white people? I don't understand it. And I didn't see that in the chat. So
I don't know. Maybe they're just. I've always heard no. We'll get off the internet.
I missed that, yo.
Well, someone in the comments I like leaned in.
I missed it.
Yeah,
Maybe my chat probably lagging. I think I gotta get some mods and all that. I gotta figure this out because over here I try to keep it like positive. I know I sent you my website and everything, right?
yeah,
So I'm just about business and building and how we gonna get this money. You know what I'm saying? Like I get caught up in the bullshit on other people's channel, but I try not to make mine like that because I'm trying to attract like a different type of sponsors. You know what I mean? I'm trying to go a different direction, so I don't want to get caught in the algorithm on no bullshit like at all. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
and
And
that's what
so
I
and
was.
even when I started my channel last year is actually
Yeah,
when I was going through my breakup.
yeah.
And then so I like took a step back from it. And then I guess how I just started again was like, oh, let me just start like putting my stuff out there little by little. I don't like to rush myself. I don't like to overwhelm myself with things. At
Mm.
the end of the day, I go to work and then, I have my kids and then I have my social life. But now, since it's getting cold outside, I stay in more a little bit when it's cold. I don't like the cold.
Yo,
And
so
then also like events happened that made me feel like I had to come and address some things. And well, here I am.
yo, let me ask
And
you a question, right? How does like, all right, how does like having children affect your dating life? How is that? Let's get into that,
so it's not that tricky because their father and I share custody. He's
right?
active, he's involved. So I got downtime.
See, but me, like, like, here's my thing, right? Like, I need you to like hate your baby father, or I need him to be like in prison or something.
Oh no, 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 no. Well, so I don't hate him, but
That's what I need. I
I don't
don't
hate
need
him,
that.
but he's
We best
remarried.
friends and all that. I
No, no,
don't
we're
play
not.
that shit,
No, it's
bro.
nothing like that.
Oh,
He
okay.
and he and he's remarried, and
Okay, 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 okay,
yeah,
okay.
we literally just literally text. We don't even talk on the
Oh,
phone.
okay. Y'all don't talk. Y'all just text like, oh,
Yeah,
okay,
we
yo,
just
pick your
text like,
yeah.
yeah, yeah. We would only talk if there was like an issue, like
I got
with
you.
them.
Uh,
Somebody got to go to the hospital, and even then,
Yeah,
we
yeah,
really
yeah.
just text. We text.
Okay, okay, because I'm just like I don't play that. Oh, I'm best friends with my baby father. This that. Because me,
No.
like I don't need no man having dominion over what I got going on. You know what I'm trying to
Mm.
say? So it's
No,
like I don't need a man having a
I'll
say.
burn the bridge. I'll burn the whole house down.
Nah,
Okay.
we not
So
doing that, boy.
even like when we like split, I was like imagining the day. Oh, I can't wait until the kids are grown and I don't have to talk, chat, or
Yeah, I'm
communicate.
gonna talk to you no
But then
more.
I was like, it never ends, and I had to really humble myself, and I had to say, wow. I said my kids are then going to go to college. We're going to have grandchildren together. He's literally so I have to adjust my mindset to be at peace with
Mm.
what didn't work. And that's what I mean when I say people have to forgive themselves. You got to forgive yourself. You got to let go.
But I'm
And
saying like you went. All right, so it didn't work the first time. You went back. You got jealous because he moved on with his life, and then you went and got him back, and then it didn't work out the second time because you think
yeah.
that was mad toxic and shit like that. So, what you
No,
mean?
no, no. I got remarried. I got married someone else.
Oh, so what do you mean be at peace with what didn't work? I don't understand.
That's what I mean. You have to be at peace with what didn't work because you're still going to have a relationship with that person if you have children with them.
I feel you. I got you. I get
Whether
what you're trying to say.
like so when we were breaking up, we broke up during COVID.
Oh shit, that's
Yeah,
crazy.
we were going through divorce during COVID. Do you know how bad
That's
I wanted him to catch that shit? I wanted him to catch it so
So
bad.
you wanted your boy out of here.
I wanted him finito. But then I was like, my babies. I, I was like,
Yo,
girl, I had to go pray about it. I'm working on myself.
yo, but what
Okay.
make women? What make women get like that? They say is no hell hath no fury like a woman scorned, right? What make y'all be so like scornful and revengeful and stuff like that?
Be-
Like, what is that about?
It's just hurt feelings. Like I said, for me, hurt feelings for me means like I'm gonna get at you. I'm gonna get at you before I cry.
But what if you don't want him? You still hurt?
Well, well,
What if
no.
you hurt?
It just was a matter about having to have a working relationship with someone that you just don't get along with. You know what I
Mm,
mean? It
I
just was
feel you.
bad. I was just like, it would be so much easier if he just caught COVID.
If that nigga died.
It is. I don't feel that way anymore, but
Yo, you
initially
crazy
I
for
got did.
that. She said,
I,
"Wow, what he did to you? He did something crazy to you? What he did?
no, nothing crazy.
So why you wanted him out of here?
Ultimately we just didn't get along. There was a lot of cultural differences.
Well, he was Indian or something?
No, he's Nigerian.
Oh shit, you did that Nigerian?
Yeah.
Yo, wait a minute. Are you American or are you Caribbean?
Yeah. No, I'm American.
So how did that? His family they liked you? How was that?
Oh, I don't even want to talk. Remember, I said he married. So I'm not like getting all into the nuances of that.
Oh, okay,
But
okay. I feel you.
yeah.
He went and
But
got
yeah,
married
he
again.
yeah, he's remarried. I respect, them, the relationship. I'm not mad anymore.
Yeah, I feel
But,
you.
I think in that time when it was COVID, it was challenging, right?
That should sound crazy,
And
man, bro. To hope somebody get COVID is crazy, bro.
is it?
Yo, that mean they out of
It's a
here.
little
Like, what is you
cold.
talk?
It's just a little
I'm
cold.
sure you got
I
COVID
caught it
too.
before.
Yeah. I never got tested for COVID when that shit was going on. Cause
It's
I
just a
just
little. But when I wished it on him, that's when they was dropping it like flies. But he didn't, and I don't wish it on him anymore. And we're
you,
peaceful now. We're peace.
you actually
I'm
kind of crazy
peaceful.
for that. You know that? That shit is kind of wild, man. But that's good. I'm glad you worked through that, man. So I don't even know. It's like 12 o'clock right now. I don't know what I'm about to do with my evening, but yeah, we definitely got to hop on here again. Like, probably change the conversation or something. I ain't have nothing to drink tonight. Next time, I'm probably sip on
Yeah.
something. You know what I mean? Put it together, and it worked out good. You was just giving me a hard time at first, but it all worked out good, man.
Yeah. But what was I saying though? What was I saying? I don't remember. You
Yeah,
have to remember I was coming off that live though.
yeah. All right, so let's get into it. Like,
I was coming off that live. So like I was feeling,
nah, you felt like somebody was trying to come, but so did I
no,
keep my word?
because everyone was coming at me about that. And I,
Oh, okay.
just kind of like not knowing what's gonna like if I could trust
So
this
did I keep
or
my word to you or no?
you did, so I'm happy.
Yeah, I didn't mention that. You know what I mean? But so you got
Yeah.
like people in your DMs giving you hate mail. Like, what is that about?
No, no, no. I'm not getting any hate mail or anything like that,
Okay,
but people kind of wanting to continue the dialogue.
for what
And
though? I
I
don't understand. Like,
literally,
what they want
they
to
just
talk
kind
about?
of, I guess they want to address I guess they want me to help pop off with them.
Oh, like
But
come and make their channel.
I don't know, I didn't know anything about anything. I never watched any of his lives. I know absolutely, I didn't know he did messy ass
Yeah,
lives.
but what I was saying to you
I
about
didn't
that,
know
that's
anything.
why I was telling you last night. Like, I kind of see you going in another direction. You know what I'm trying to say? I feel like that says your refund for 290 from the MTA is being processed. Yo, the MTA been doing something crazy. They switching over like the systems, right? I think I took the
Uh-huh.
bus the other day for some reason. I like taking the train into the city sometimes, like in the middle of the day.
Oh, I take the train to
That
work.
should be convenient, yo. So
Yeah,
I'll
I
go
take the train to work.
sometimes 290, but the MTA be crazy. They try to charge you like a million times. But what I was saying, man, is I see like different things for you on this platform. So I'm happy that I was able to reach out to you before you get dragged and stuff. You know what I mean? And start doing, then you're gonna sell your name because and then that's how you're gonna be remembered. Like I've seen a lot of people come on here and get swallowed up in the bullshit. You know what I'm trying to
Yeah,
say?
and that's not what I
And
wanted at
then and,
all.
and once you get in the
I
algorithm,
did have to defend myself though. I did
you
have
did,
to.
yo, I ain't gonna hold you. The first night when you came up, I didn't even understand what the problem was because you was respectful. You get what I'm trying to say?
Mhm.
You ain't really say nothing. Yeah, yo, Kevlo, messy as hell. He'll tell you,
I
you
know
know.
he's messy. Kev is messy.
Yo, that's my
That
boy,
nigga was like,
but
I ain't gonna. I'm like, this nigga.
so
Next thing
look.
you know, you in the bullshit, and that's what I'm saying. I was a little defensive with
So
you
look,
probably because I'm like, somebody trying to put
look,
me in the trap.
I feel like you and Kev kind of used each other for, you know what I mean? To be honest with you, because I feel like you wanted to get your page popping a little bit. You feel me? You a smart girl, right? So I know you probably study your subjects before you go into what you're going into. So you knew
No, I didn't study nothing because
you
at
ain't know
first
Kev Engel.
no, I didn't. No, I didn't read. He because no, Kev was like, Kev was giving like the helpful guy angle, like, oh, I can't believe, just kind of like
Yo,
you're saying right now.
yo, look. I'm just saying, like, Kev is a talker.
But
Like,
it's all love. It's all love.
Kev,
I'm not
Kev
mad.
is a
He's doing.
Kev is a master manipulator. You get what I'm trying to
He
say?
did.
He go,
He manipulated me. He did. But I'm not mad at him. I'm not mad.
but I ain't gonna, I'm
He
proud of
did.
Kev,
He helped
man.
me
He
grow the
really,
channel a little bit.
I'm proud
So
of Kev. He came on. He really, he grew his channel. He grew a lot of people. He's staying a lot of shit, but I don't feel like he got a bad spirit or he got a bad heart or nothing like that. You get what I'm trying to
yeah.
say? I feel like for Kev, this shit is really just entertainment, to be honest with you. You know what I mean?
No, 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 no. And I understand that, but
This
I'm
shit
not trying to
entertainment
be
for
a
him.
part of the entertainment
Well,
because
congratulations,
I
you a
didn't
part
even
of it.
know I didn't even know that I was gonna get that type of backlash. You know what I mean?
Mm.
And that's why when I was on with him first, there was a couple of times where I saw him kind of reeling me in, and I was like, and I was because I was drinking. I was drinking. I was like, no, I'm not.
Yo,
I told you. I was like, I'm not saying nothing about that, you know.
yo, man, but you did it. But when you got mad, bro, I would hate to piss you off because when you came back, phew, oh my god, bro, you was licking shots, busting shots. Like I say, yo, Shorty is a wild girl, man. I hate to make her mad. You was busting shots.
Well,
So
no, no, that was mild sauce. I already said like going to hell for me ain't nothing but a Jet 2 holiday. So, but I prefer
yeah.
to, be graceful and really like I don't like to be upset, but
Yo, speaking
some of
of
the things were disturbing
mm,
because I wasn't trying to be disrespectful even in that I even
mm,
said no, there's no bad blood, like I wasn't, but now it's up. So
it's up and it's stuck. I mean, I don't know. I'm staying out of that shit, but you definitely came through, busting. And you know what I like about you, right? You talk your shit, but you so poised with it. You get what I'm trying to say? You still like put yourself on a level up here, like so. The person that you're talking to, you can't do nothing but get mad. You get what I'm trying to say? So shit is
yeah.
crazy. But that's
Yeah.
kind of dangerous for a violent person. You get what? Because a lot of
Oh,
men
I
can't
know.
handle
That's
that
why I don't
type
be messing
of.
with no thugs. I
You know
can't
what
do
I
it.
mean? A lot
I
of
don't
men
mess with no
can't handle that type.
thugs.
You do what I call mental jousting. You get what I'm trying to say? You
I
don't
don't
hurt
mess with. I
nobody
can't mess with a
physically.
thug. I'm not trying to get
Yeah.
popped.
You don't do nothing physically. You fuck with men up here. I could tell that's your game. You know what I'm saying? So, but it's all
I
good.
mean, it's
Long.
like yes, it's like let's use our words.
Okay, I feel you.
Yeah, let's use our words and let's talk about it. And I don't
Mm.
want to get no, but with that being said, it's not that I won't do like I can be violent too. That's what I'm saying. I don't want to go there. Like so what you saw,
Moonlight daughter. What?
that wasn't that
Somebody said
wasn't
you
me.
look like you could be moonlight daughter. What you mean? What I saw that wasn't you? What are you talking about? That was you.
Like no, I mean, yeah, that was me. That's me under control. Like I get diabolical. That's what
Oh,
I'm
for
saying.
real?
I don't. Yes.
Give me an example. Tell me what some crazy shit you did before.
Like my son's father, I kicked the door, tried to kick the door down. Whole leg, foot went through it. I like held him
With
on.
one of these?
Douche. No, like kick, like douche, like where you hold it and you're like,
But for
kick.
what? You just what was your purpose?
Because what was it? We were fighting and he shut the door on me when I was yelling at him.
Tried to get away.
He mid sentence and then but I was pregnant in my defense. So I was hormonal.
That sounds crazy. You kicking it, dude. That's well. I'm glad he was a military man. He was a calm dude, man.
Mhm.
That shit could have turned ugly for you.
I like one day we were fighting, like I bit him so hard. He got my teeth mark. He got like a cute, it kind of looked like a tattoo, a little bit.
Mm. So you got a
You
lot of
probably forgot
toxic.
that.
So you got toxic traits, or they is over now.
Yes, no, no, you never get rid of who you are. All you can do is calm yourself. All you can do is
Mm,
understand yourself better. All you can do
mm,
is remove yourself when you feel yourself triggered. And that's what I do. So I just cut off, I'll detach. You know what I
mm.
mean?
I feel you.
I feel my fire before I set it shit on fire. You know what I'm saying?
I hear you.
You know what I mean? I feel the lighter fluid if someone's like pissing on me with it. And
Yeah, that
then
shit sound
so
crazy.
am I gonna light the torch? I prefer to just I'm like, you know what, Natasha? You don't have to deal with this shit. You know what I mean? And I tell myself that. And then I just choose and decide to have a better day.
I feel you. So, like, what you mean? Like, you don't have to deal with this shit? Like, what kind of? Give an example of some type of shit. That when's the last time you felt like I don't gotta deal with this shit and just walked away?
The my previous relationship, you
That was
know.
what it was. You just had to be out because you were just like,
Yeah, it was coming with too many
mm,
it was too complicated. It was getting too complicated. It was, you know, me having to fight and fight and fight.
right.
And it's like that relationship, I literally had several gray hairs pop up. And you know, since I left that shit, like my
That
skin
shit's
is
went
looking
away.
better. Like that shit was
You
stressful.
glowing. I feel you. All
You know
right.
what I mean? And it's just like, what did I go through that for? You know what I
Mm,
mean? And he's on
mm,
my line again too.
mm. So what's up with that? Like, you trying to?
There's nothing up with it. When it's done, it's done. You don't listen, I'm just such a writer that you don't get to just play with me like that. Okay. So I will tell someone, hey, I will tell you all the things that'll happen once we break up. I'll say,
Mm.
you want to know what's going to happen to you? This is going to happen to you. This is going to happen to you. This is going to happen to you. So you better think about what the fuck you're deciding or think you want to do because you're
But
not going to be happy.
what you mean this gonna happen? You feel like you the end all for a man's happiness?
No,
That's you?
no, 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 no. We were just really, really close. I did a lot for
Oh,
him.
I got you. I
I
feel
was,
you.
I was, I was a lot, but he didn't know. He got so used to the shit
Yeah.
that he just thought that shit was like some shit you could just go get out there. He was
They
like,
didn't understand
no,
what it
dude.
was. Yeah, you don't find this everywhere. I get you.
Yeah, that's all.
Somebody said, have either of you been cheated on? And if so, how did you handle it? Whoa, that sounds good.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
I'm pretty
I've
sure I've
been
been cheated
cheated
on.
on.
Ones that I
Yeah.
know of, but women so slick, bro. You don't really never know what's going on with women, bro. To be honest, but like,
I've been cheated on, and you know, so I've handled it several ways. Right.
oh
There was
wow.
one time I felt the desire that I had to get a lick back.
Mm,
You know, and that doesn't really work because I was dragging someone into my bullshit. I didn't even like the dude like that. You know what
yo,
I mean?
tell me
I,
what a lick back look like for a woman. I need to know this shit. Like, what that look like?
the lick back for a woman consists of you know, I mean, it's just not hard. It's like you just go outside.
Okay,
Somebody or like let's say the homie that's been in the DMs, I could just hit him up like, hey, what's up? He been in my line for forever. He gonna take me out when I ask him. If I hit him up, he's gonna do it.
you
You know
know
what I
what I'm.
mean?
You
So
understand what I'm asking. You
you find
understand.
supporting cast to help you accomplish the lick back.
I
What
feel
does
like you
that look
dancing
like?
around what I said though.
Maybe that looks like you taking me on a trip real fast so I can, you know, show the person how easily a transition would be for me compared to you.
But
Like,
what you do on the trip though?
um, well, you know, it just depends on the person, right?
You know what I mean. You know what
No,
I'm
no, no,
asking
no.
you.
And no, here's the thing.
Like, come on.
So here's the thing, right?
Yeah.
If let's say you wanted to fly me out, right? Because men ask to fly me out all the time.
Yeah.
And I say, I don't fly out to see men, which I really don't. So
Yeah. I
then
feel
I
you.
maybe say, if you're interested in, you know, coming to visit me, I wouldn't maybe mind that, right? Then I'll also say, but I don't want you to think when you once you get here and you've arrived that I'm gonna be popping some pee.
But
You know
we
what I
talking
mean?
about getting a lick
Will
back.
I? Won't I? That's the
I got a
question.
specific question for you. Have you ever slept with somebody else to get your lick back? That's what I want to know.
Yeah, yeah, that's what I'm trying to say. There, the time that I got my lick back, yes, I slept with somebody else.
And then you just go back to your man like ain't nothing happened.
No, no, I wanted. I told him about it.
Oh,
That
man.
it's toxic. That was my son's father. My first marriage. That was
All right,
toxic as
so look,
hell.
so you told him about it, and then what?
Yeah. Oh, so then when I
Oh,
told him,
Jamie Jewell said the lick back felt awesome. That's crazy. Yo,
hmm
y'all some evil women, bro.
yeah. So then, but then I did get scared because I told him.
Yeah.
And then so he recently just got a new gun. So then when I told him, he rushed over to where I was, and I was so fucking I was like, oh my God, because we were so toxic. I was like, why fuck did I tell him?
Hey, my
I
smooth.
thought I was gonna be, somebody call 911. Um, but
I ain't
he
gonna lie.
he cheated so no, he was cheating so much. It was so bad that he just gave me that. So then the guy that I got the lick back with, I immediately told him, I apologize. I said, sorry, I dragged you into this. And,
And then y'all
I
just
gotta
got
say
back
something.
together like ain't nothing happened.
Yeah.
So, like, you use protection or you ain't use protection?
No, we use protection for sure.
Oh, okay. And like, how many times?
It was just one time. It was just a one time. It but it took a while because I went on a few dates with him before.
Oh, see, I was
And
broken up. You and the other kid was broken up. Y'all was on a
yeah,
break.
we weren't divorced yet. But I would leave him all the time. I would just go stay at my parents' house. Cause my parents live like around the corner from us. So I'd be like, fuck that nigga, I'm done. And I would go stay at my parents' house. And then I met this guy, and he was like a DJ or somebody at the club who was on my line always would like, kind of like maybe if I walked by, try and grab my hand, and I'd be like, so so then when I wanted to get my lick back, I saw him out and I
Oh
entertained
shit.
him longer. And then he made me dinner. He took me on like two dates, and then I did it. And then I told my son's father, and then he drove over, and I thought he was about to pop me with a gun, but he didn't. He didn't. He just, begged that we could reconcile and work it out. And that was the only time I got an actual lick back in terms of
Yo, so he begged you back even though he knew you slept with somebody else?
because you don't understand. He was like the cheating, it was like bad on his
Oh,
end.
he was going crazy.
He was going crazy with it. We were young, but he was going crazy with it. Bitches was calling me. It was just a lot. And then I wanted him to know how it felt.
Mm. Oh, I feel you. So you had,
Yeah.
I get you. I get you. I
I
get what you're
wanted him to
saying.
know how it felt, but then I wasn't gonna go crazy because I was scared of him lightweight. So
So why
um
you ain't just leave all together? Like, I don't understand.
because we had a child together. I
Oh,
loved
okay.
him. I did. I loved him.
That shit sound crazy.
Um like but that's what I mean. Like if I fall in love with someone I just love very, very deeply, it takes a lot for me to
Mm.
walk away from, even if it's something that's extremely toxic. So now moving forward, I using my discernment more in terms of getting to know someone on deeper levels before I think I commit myself to someone, because when I'm
Man,
committed, I'm just a little bit extra with it. Like I'm
I, f-
hella clingy,
man, I
you
feel like the
know.
next relationship I get into, like, I don't want no cheating. I don't want none of that, bro. Cause it's like for what? You know what I mean? That
Yeah.
sound crazy. I
Yeah.
don't know. That should sound real crazy, bro. But I don't know. You kind of hurt my heart with that. I need. I don't know. I probably need a drink now, to be honest with you.
Yeah, have
Dang,
one.
son, you cheated on your husband and you told him about it. That should sound crazy, bro.
Yeah. I told his ass.
What's another time you cheated? She said, I love hard too, but if they cheat, I can't take that nigga back at all. That's what I'm trying to say. Like, if a woman cheat and I know you slept with somebody else, that shit is curtains for me, bro.
I was in it with him. I was in knees thick. You know what I mean? And I never left.
But
So
no, what I'm saying,
I never left. I just kept going with
I'm saying me as a man.
I kept crying, and I kept pleading, and I kept doing all that, pushover type shit. So then I thought I was about to be done. That's why I really got the lick back. The lick
Mm.
back for me was me trying to walk away and stand like, if I can do this, then I can walk away. And that is, we did shortly get our divorce after that.
Oh,
You know
okay,
what
I
I
feel
mean?
you. Yeah, 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 yeah.
Yeah. So it was almost like it was a way of me proving something to myself that like I don't need him, and I don't know. When you're married and with someone for a long time, sometimes that's why, ladies, it's good for us to sit alone. And even men, when you go through a breakup, when you've been with someone for so long, you're used to
Mm.
being with someone, and it's hard being alone. You know what I mean? It's
You still
hard.
hurt?
Like,
You still hurt behind any of your exes?
no,
Mm.
no.
You don't
It
want
takes,
one.
no,
You don't want one
no.
of them back. Not one.
No, 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 no.
Mm.
I mean, the last one, so every relationship that I get in, I love the next one more than I love the last. I
Okay.
learn to, because I grow as a person.
I feel you.
Does that make sense?
Yeah, I
So
feel
I
you.
get more, I get like a different, it's a different level for me. Again, it's a different experience. So the more healed I am, just the better I get. And then the better I expect, and I
Mm.
hold that standard. So if someone lets me down or disappoints me, I would take it very hard, of course, all over again. Um, but yeah, so I look forward to my next relationship because, again, like I said, I I just love harder every time. And that's something that I love about myself, that in spite of the traumas that I go through, I can overcome that and be optimistic and know that my future is brighter than my past.
I think you're gonna be alright, man. I feel like you're gonna keep. I feel like the kid who wanna take you out for coffee. I think he gonna sweep you off.
I'm
I feel like he gonna sweep you
not
off your
going out with
feet.
that kid.
You just said if he keep trying, you gonna go.
If he
That's
keeps
what you just
trying,
said.
and but here's the thing, right? I don't like a man with no plan, and his plan is coffee. And
You
then
going? You going?
so
You
I
going?
don't know, I don't know how he responded to me declining the coffee. But if it's not necessarily a follow up to something that he can redirect and recommend, I am not trying to run a man either,
So why you don't open the DM right now?
because it's in TikTok. Won't I go out of here?
Nah, you could go there and come back.
Let me see.
I want to see what he said and what you know what I mean. Everybody in the chat, man, appreciate y'all. Double
Say,
crosses. What he
you see
said?
what I'm saying?
What he said?
He said, he said, oh, okay. What type of meetups interest you? Does it look like I go to fuck on meetup?
My boy said a meetup. That's funny. Where he in Cali or somewhere else?
He in Cali.
Oh well, he must be young. He said meetups.
No, he's 48. Because
Oh
I asked
shit!
him, I said, how old are you again? Because how he was talking to me.
Damn, he don't got no
Um,
girl. He must be scared of you. You probably intimidating to him. That's it.
I don't know why I speak. I like he replied under my comments. We were talking about my cat the other day. Like, I engage. I'm very friendly. You know what I mean?
Bro, you
It's
can't
it's
never.
it's
I tell dudes like never reply under the comment if you like the girl, bro.
no, he replied in the DMs. He went in my
Oh, okay. I'm
DMs.
like, that ain't the one that's hitting it. The one in the comments is not the one that's hitting it.
Yeah, no, he's been in my DMs, and he's been just like randomly talking to me, and like I said, I engage with people. I try and be friendly. If someone's interested, yeah, and I'm open your DMs. Even when niggas be like, give the hand wave,
What the fuck does that mean?
but I still engage. I say hello. I
So
might
you
say
just hit.
hello,
So
happy
you just friendly.
Friday.
You friendly to everybody. Then that's what your problem right there. You got to be more strict. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I mean, I'm friendly because this is me trying to grow my platform and shit, all like
yeah,
that
but
too.
you can't do it like that. You can't respond to every DM though. Is what I'm trying to say. maybe the comments, but you don't
Well,
gotta
I don't
respond to
know.
every
This is
DM.
me just starting this, the heavy engagement as of like the
Yeah,
end of last year. I didn't really do this before. You know what I
yeah,
mean?
yeah, yeah.
So
I don't know.
I'm new to this. I just engage and being friendly, but I do like to be a friendly person. I try to be helpful and you know what I mean?
Yeah,
But like I don't want to be I'm not a mad person. I'm not
I feel like you gotta make yourself more scarce if you wanna elevate your stock a little bit. You get what I'm trying to say? Unless,
yeah.
but if that's just you like a friendly person, ain't nothing wrong with that either. You know what I'm saying? But
Yeah.
it must be all day replying to comments and shit. That shit sound crazy. But I
Well,
get
I
you.
mean, some days I don't. And then some
Mm.
days I reply back with like dumb shit. So like like let's say if he like one time there was someone who asked me for coffee and I made a joke about him taking me to this cafe I've been dying to go to in Napa. You know what I
Oh
mean?
shit, yeah, Napa. I want to go out there, Napa Valley. Actually, I don't. I just be
But
hearing good
it's
stuff about it.
like that's not what he talking about. He talking about
Mm.
Starbucks. Told him he could take me to this cafe to get the coffee in Napa.
Yeah, I feel you.
And then he's like, oh, like they don't know what to say then. And then so I let my kind of expectation, my standard know and what my preferences are. Sometimes I can lead someone to it, but also I'm not looking to lead a man. If a man I want a man, I would prefer a man to be my lead. Okay. So that's my preference.
Yo, how do I don't even know how to type in my own chat. I don't know how to do that. How do I type in the chat? I can't type. She said, "What's my name?" My name Jay Hollywood. I don't know how to type in my own chat, yo. That's kind of crazy.
Can I do it for you? I don't know how to do it.
I just put I said my name Jay Hollywood, but I don't know if you go back and listen to any of my videos that I do by myself. Every time I come up with that, y'all probably know my channel, but every time I come up with the intro, I'm like, "Yo, what's up, it's your boy Jay Hollywood. Back to you with another one." You know what I mean? So you could go around my channel, familiarize yourself. I try to be as positive as possible, but I started posting some other content to try to get engagement, like in the past few months and shit like that, hip hop related stuff. So it worked too. Matter of fact,
Oh yeah?
bro, I grew. I had like 500 subscribers or something like that before I started like posting bullshit. I started posting bullshit. My channel took off. Now I got like um 11,000 something. I don't know. I can't read it right now, but I think I got somebody in the chat. Tell me how many subs I got right now. 11,000. It was 780 before me and you hopped on. So it's
Wait,
probably
just the
just
other day?
no, right today, tonight.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it was 11,200 something, but probably like about 2 months ago, I had like five. And you know, I'm tired as hell too. I wasn't gonna cancel the interview. I still did it because I went out last night. I went uptown to a cigar lounge and I came home early, but I couldn't sleep, bro. So I didn't really get no sleep last night. I
Mm-hmm.
was drinking white tequila. I always drink reposado. That's my shit, right? The brown one, but I know why I don't drink the white one. That would keep you
I
up. Like
drink
I
the
couldn't
I
sleep for
drink the
shit.
white one.
I couldn't sleep for nothing.
I like the white tequila, the espresso martini.
Mm. Yo, I'm about to play my boy Kev Low.
Okay.
We're gonna get out of here. I appreciate everybody coming through. You know what I'm saying? Me and you gotta put it together so we could put this together one more time. You know what I'm saying? I don't see how people be on YouTube all day and not go to the bathroom or I gotta take a piss, bro. Drinking all this water and all that, but we definitely gonna put some more subject matter together and we're gonna
Yeah.
do it again. If people seem to enjoy it, they looking forward to it. You know what I'm saying? Shout out my boy Kev Low. Shout out everybody that came through. Queen Regina, True Essence, Demetric, who else in here? Jamie Jewels. My
Yeah.
man Tony came through, Trey Spectives. Who else? Oh, I saw my boy Mac in here. Bama Boy 5865. Ottoman Speaks. Like, shout out to everybody. Make sure y'all sub up to the channel. Like, share, subscribe. Sotash81. Make sure y'all subscribe to our page. You the same on Instagram too, right?
On Instagram it's just so Tosh, not
It's just
81.
Sotash. Okay, I didn't even
Mhm.
know if your name was really Tasha. I didn't know what that was, but
Yeah, my name's
anyway,
Natasha.
All right, Tosh, I'm gonna let my boy Kevlo finish. I'm gonna
All
let you
right.
go to Whole Foods because it's 9:42. And
Hey.
you know what I'm
Bye,
saying?
guys.
All right,
Have a
I'm gonna
good
get
night.
with you.
All
All right,
right.
all right,
Bye.
one. That was a good talk right there, man. Let my boy Kevlo take it up. I be getting cheese. Indeed. It's 7G all over feed. I like this song. It's one of my favorite songs by the man. Yo, y'all gotta teach me how to drop the links and all that for this. Yeah, I'm on vertical. Dimitri, I'm gonna go on stream next time so I can drop the link and let everybody come up, man. Let Kevin Lo play. I was bad. Yo, I'm out, man. You're looking to sub up to the channel. Like, share, subscribe. 100. Yo, Dimitri Jones, hit me in the comments or something like that. At Hip Hop Business Daily on Instagram or at Strip Club Connoisseur on IG. Shoot me a DM, man. Yo, good looking at everybody coming through. Out.